Hi guys, this is O-Level Chemistry, paper 11, November 2017, question 31. Octane, C8H18 is a hydrocarbon that undergoes combustion in a petrol engine. Which row shows the figures needed to balance the equation? Okay, since this is combustion of hydrocarbon, we can use the general combustion equation, which is CXHY plus X plus Y upon 4 O2, giving us X CO2 and Y upon 2 H2O. Now, in the hydrocarbon that we have C8H18, X is equal to 8 and Y is equal to 18. So now putting these values in our equation, we will have 8 plus 18 divided by 4. Now 18 divided by 4 is 6.5. So 6.5 plus, no. 18, 4.5. It's 4.5 plus 8. This gives us 12.5 moles of oxygen. X CO2 means 8 CO2 and Y upon 2 H2O means 18 divided by 2, which gives us 9 moles of H2O. So if we have 1 mole of C8H18, we would have 12.5 moles of oxygen, 8 moles of carbon dioxide, and 9 moles of water. So 1, 12.5, 8, and 9. So 1, 12.5 is absent, 8 and 9 are there. 1, again 12.5 is missing, 8 and 9 are there. So these are not correct. And the other ones have 2 moles of CXHY. So if we have 2 moles of CXHY, we would end up with 2 moles of C8H18. 12.5 into 2 gives us 25 moles of oxygen. 8 into 2 gives us 16 moles of CO2, and 9 into 2 gives us 18 moles of H2O. So now the values would become 2, 25, 16, and 8. So 2 is present, 25 is not there in option C, 16 is not there in option C, and 18 is not there in option C. So we are left with option D, which is supposed to be correct, but we will verify the values. 2 moles of C8H18, 25 moles of oxygen, 16 moles of carbon dioxide, and 18 moles of water. So all the values have been verified, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 32. The diagram shows part of the carbon cycle. So a giraffe is releasing carbon dioxide. That means it is respiring. Then carbon dioxide is being consumed by a tree. That means the tree is photosynthesizing. And then a power station using wood chips as fuel is releasing carbon dioxide. That means combustion of fuel is taking place. Okay, what processes P, Q, and R? So P is respiration. So A and B have been eliminated. C and D will be carried forward. Q is photosynthesis. So C is eliminated. D is correct. And R is combustion, which is also correct in D, making D the correct option for this question. Question 33. CFC compounds were used as aerosol propellants. The structure of one CFC compound is shown. Which element in this compound causes a depletion of ozone in the atmosphere? So the CCl bond in this compound will break in the atmosphere, releasing chloride free radicals, which would convert ozone molecules into molecules of oxygen, thereby depleting the ozone layer. So carbon, no. Chlorine, yes. Fluorine, no. Hydrogen, no. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B. Question 34. What is removed or destroyed when water is desalinated to make it drinkable? Desalination means removal of salt. Removal of salt. So bad odors is removed by carbon. Harmful bacteria is removed by chlorination. Sodium chloride is a salt, it will be removed by desalination. And solid particles in the water will be removed by filtration. So the correct option for this question is option C. Question 35. Compounds S and T both contain two elements only. The compound have the following properties. They both burn in air to form carbon dioxide and water. That means they are hydrocarbons. They will contain carbon and hydrogen only. They both react with chlorine by substitution. So substitution takes place in alkanes. And S has a higher boiling point than T. Therefore, S has got a greater number of carbon atoms than T. Mr of S is greater than Mr of T, which means greater number of carbon atoms. So option A, ethane and propane. Both are alkanes, but ethane is smaller than propane, making this option incorrect. B has ethene and propane. Both are alkenes. We need alkanes. So this is incorrect. C has propane and ethane. Both are alkanes. Propane has got a greater MR than ethane. So, and both of them are hydrocarbons. So this option is correct. And the last one, propene and ethene are both alkenes. So the options are incorrect. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 36. Which row correctly describes alkenes? Alkenes have a general formula of CnH2n, eliminating options A and B. And then result with when shaken with aqueous bromine. When shaken with aqueous bromine, the brown color is discharged or the aqueous bromine is decolorized. So option C has been eliminated, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 37. The table contains statements about processes by which ethanol is produced on a large scale from ethene and glucose. So from ethene, reaction is faster at 300 degrees Celsius than at 200 degrees Celsius. Yes. And reaction is faster at 100 degrees Celsius than at 30 degrees Celsius. Now the reaction of glucose is carried out in the presence of living organisms, yeast, and yeast would die at 100 degrees Celsius. So the reaction would not be faster. So produces pure ethanol from ethene? Yes. And produces a dilute aqueous solution of ethanol? Yes. It's not pure ethanol, it is a dilute solution. Some ethanol is produced. Okay, ethene uses a catalyst. Reaction of ethene with, we are producing ethanol. So this is with steam, so it will use a catalyst. Yes, H3PO4 catalyst. And glucose, from glucose, the catalyst is yeast. And uses steam as the reactant, yes. Produces carbon dioxide as a product, yes. So only one has an incorrect statement for glucose. All the other statements are correct. Therefore, 2, 3, and 4, rows 2, 3, and 4 are the correct options, making C the correct option for this question. Question 38. The structure of an ester is shown. What is the name of this ester? Okay. So the alcohol part is this. It contains 1, 2, and 3 carbon atoms. This will be called propyl. And the carboxylic acid portion is this one. It only contains 1 carbon atom. This would be called methanoate. So the name of the ester is propyl methanoate. So A says ethyl propanoate, wrong. B says methyl propanoate, wrong. C says propyl ethanoate, correct. D says propyl methanol. Okay, D is correct. C is wrong because it says ethanoate. Ethanoate would mean 2 carbon atoms in the acidic part. So propyl methanoate being the correct answer makes option D the correct option for this question. Question 39. Which compound has a pH of less than 7 in aqueous solution? A pH of less than 7 would make the compound acidic. So, in option A, we've got a C double bond O, single bond O group in the middle of carbon chain. So, this is an ester, and esters are neutral compounds. B also has the ester group present, making B neutral. C has the carboxylic group present, making it a carboxylic acid, and carboxylic acids have a pH of less than 7. So this is correct. And D once again has an ester group present, making D a neutral solution. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 40. The diagram shows the repeat unit of a polymer. So this diagram actually shows that it is an addition polymer and not a condensation polymer. So options A and B and C has addition polymerization present. B and D have been eliminated due to the presence of condensation polymerization. Now, which row correctly identifies the monomer and the type of polymerization involved? Now, the monomer here would have two carbon atoms with a double bond between them, one of them being attached to two hydrogen atoms in covalent bonds, the other being attached to a hydrogen atom and a C2H5 group via covalent bonding. So this is the monomer for the given polymer. Option A has this exact monomer present. Option C has the double bond in the wrong place, making option C incorrect. Therefore, A is the correct option for this question.